Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Got one more great treat for you, folks. Joining us on our broadcast is Shams Charania. Shams, so great to have you with us. Thanks for taking the time to... take a seat and join us here courtside.
Star-studded group, the pleasure is all mine. I appreciate you guys so very much for having me aboard.
Look at the smile on Brent Berry's face. He is thrilled to have you here courtside with us.
Absolutely. Super excited about it.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Let's take a look at Dallas. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record.
And, you know, for the Mavericks, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And don't count on that coming to an end anytime soon. The talent level of this squad is off the charts. And with the momentum they're gathering here early in the year, they could steamroll through the season.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Irving on the wing along with Johnson. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then there's Doncic. And for the Wizards, Poole and Kispert are the guard set. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Bey in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Poole. Kispert kicks to Bey. From outside, off the mark. Here's Dallas. A fantastic stretch this group has strung together. 8 wins and counting.
Watching this team operate at this elite level, firing on all cylinders, the way they're going right now, this winning streak could go on for some time.
He gets it in there. One thing Shams here talked about, banning top 10 pick protections in trades. Why is that?
We saw Dallas absorb a big fine a couple years ago, but then they drafted Derek Lively, and it truly worked out for them. So if you're going to avoid that, maybe it's better to change the trade rules to avoid those kinds of incentives. But Dallas really, I think if they could do that over again and absorb the fine, they would want it to be double the amount, the way that Derek Lively looked and the way that he played.
Well said. I totally agree.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Valanciunas with a screen on Doncic. Here's Poole, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Poole playing aggressive on the inside, just forcing the defense to come at him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's good from Poole. He hits both from the strike.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's Doncic. It's rebounded by Poole. Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Kispert finds Valanciunas. Valanciunas sets a screen for Kuzma. Shoots over Gafford. Kuzma, that's good.
Well, that's a shot that Kuzma likes. Very confident from the mid-range.
And here is Doncic. He's averaging almost 31 points a game right now. An extraordinary figure for any player to post. Outside Irving. Off target from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Poole. A special move before the shot. You communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners. You talk with personnel people. You know, knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part of how they operate their day-to-day jobs with these NBA teams?
A few things for me, Kevin. It is the relationships with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do they have the trust of others? That is of importance, certainly. And how well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front offices in their own buildings? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day. Because if you know something is happening with a specific team, that could shape how you want to strategize your team moving forward.
Now, here's Kispert. After Luka Doncic's miss, Kispert, the pass to Bey. A wide open look here for Kuzma. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
The three for Doncic. Rebound by Kispert.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
And that one drops.
Poole can make some of those inside off-balance opportunities look easy.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And a look at the recent power rankings. Some interesting stories here in the early part of December. Look at Philadelphia. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And you know, for the Mavericks, they've sure made a statement here early on, outpacing some teams that were expected to be better, owning that top spot and defending it with pride.
And Shams, nothing gets a workout like your phone. We're talking NBA. We're watching this game. We got this great group here courtside. You've got two phones working, and I'm sure there's a third hidden in your back. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with that?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is, it's hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis. And the screen time usually in busy seasons tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours. But this is what we sign up for. This is what we love to inform the audience.
Oh, and I know you love every second of it. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Washington. Here's Doncic. Capitalizes off the crossover.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
For Washington, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Brogdon kicks to Valanciunas. Valanciunas sets a screen for Kuzma. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And he makes the first.
There's all these little attributes to Kyle Kuzma's game that you start to see show themselves. He's developing as a passer and as a rebounder. I think his best basketball is still ahead of him.
Now, here's Doncic. 23 points his last outing. Gafford sets the pick for Doncic. Here's the 3. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2 for 6 start.
And it's so hard to take away the 3 from Doncic. He needs very little space, and if you press up on him, he'll go right around you.
Irving against Brogdon. Pass to Poole. Valanciunas sets a screen for Poole. 4 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Gafford.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
We talked about expansion. That has been floated around. We know that teams would have to realign. Shams, any ideas on which teams might have to shift with expansion in the East or West?
Certainly most of the potential expansion cities, the high-level ones, have been noted as teams in the West. Maybe you have a team out east that is in the West moving into the Eastern Conference. But the league could obviously surprise everyone with a different solution. Maybe having one expansion team be an Eastern Conference team, one being a West. There's several options that Adam Silver and the NBA have.
I would think New Orleans would be one of those teams, right? Just where they are geographically. Memphis, those 2 teams are in the West, and I could see them maybe going east. Possible?
Certainly Minnesota and Memphis. Those are 2 teams that, to me, have an Eastern Conference feel.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Kyrie Irving has teamed up with Luka Doncic. Kai says he's a winner. I'm a winner. We like going against the best. That's where we connect. It's about how we galvanize the rest of the group. I've seen a lot. I've done a lot. I failed and succeeded at the highest level. And I want to get back to that place. Kevin?
And if anybody can do it, it is Kai. Title or bust. Thank you, D.A. Here's Brogdon, following the score by Dallas. Bay passes to Valanciunas. Valanciunas sets a screen for Poole. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And at the pool party, sometimes you get dunked.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Washington making some changes. Bagley, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. George comes in for Sadiq Bey. And it's Koulibaly in for Jordan Poole. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 6. The 3. Washington with the rebound. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Doncic passes to Lively. Into the lane. Rebound by the Wizards. Valanciunas has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And with the new broadcasting deals, NBA salaries figuring Shams to skyrocket.
And we're not even just talking about the players, Kevin. It's the coaches. It's the front office executives. Everyone is seeing some massive, massive paydays. Every single year we're seeing the biggest contract in league history, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing to me.
Coaching, these front office deals, it's getting higher and higher. And once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated the market for coaches, and front office executives also are getting big paydays.
And Kispert the bucket on the assist by Brogdon. And it's a 6-point Washington lead. Mavericks shooting 40% here in the early stages. Over in the corner, Doncic. Dallas moving the ball around. Now here's Exum, defended by Kispert. Wall's shot is off. Wizards leading by 6. Here's Koulibaly. Scoreless thus far. Here's Valanciunas. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Now, here's Brogdon. He had 15 points last outing. Pass to Kispert. Bagley with the ball. 5 on the clock. Koulibaly finds Bagley. And here's Kispert from the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
You know what, though? Not only did they get to the free throw line a lot, but they converted at a high clip.
Oh, they did. You can get to the line all you want, but it doesn't really mean much if you can't hit your free throws. And they were rock solid at the stripe.
And so it's Washington holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Oh, man, how about the mid-range jumper from these guys? It's on tonight, a huge part of their offense so far.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
And Shams, like us, you travel all over the country for the NBAs. You go to the games. You're talking with the general managers, the coaches, the big-name players. That aside, do you have a favorite city that you like to visit?
You're putting me on the spot here, Kevin. Listen, I love going to L.A. because you see multiple teams coming in with the Clippers and the Lakers. So I love to be proficient. I love being efficient, Kevin. I love making the best use of my time. What's your favorite NBA city?
I've got 3, and it's been 3 since I got in the league in '82. I like Miami, I like New York, and I like Boston. Every city has got charm, right? But those 3 cities have kind of stuck out to me. I enjoy it a lot.
Those are the best of the best, Kevin. You're picking the best cities in the league. We got to go to Sacramento one of these days. Let's go to Charlotte.
I love Sacramento. I had a chance to go to Sacramento. I love Sacramento.
Those crowds get rowdy. I was there for their playoff series against the Warriors when they snapped a 16-year drought. Those fans are the loudest that I've seen since I've become here.
They love their games. They've got Marvin Bagley. Koulibaly is out there with Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Kispert. And it's Czar in at the 4. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
A shot's good from Kispert.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Wall dishes to Irving. Pass to Washington. Washington with a screen on Brogdon. From deep. Wall. Good D by Brogdon.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And in last year's playoff, Shams, we did see a lot of players injured and unable to play. What are some of the solutions that may be being talked about that you hear about?
People certainly ask if this is a result of the 65-game rule. Is it the more physical play? Is it the consequences of the regular season? The league is going to take a wait-and-see approach to determine if this is an issue they have to fix. But they do love the results of what this has brought as far as player availability moving forward.
Yeah, they do seem sold on that 65 number, don't they?
100%. And at the end of the day, some of these injuries are flukish. There's a lot of obviously lower body injuries, and you can't measure that. I think the league is going to want to see more data over the next 5 to 10 years to really determine, does this rule impact the game and impact injuries?
Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
Yeah, it reminds you of what's really important. Health, number 1. Everything else comes after that.
Mavericks making a switch here. Prosper's checked in. Lewis against Wall. Bagley with a screen on Wall. Inside. And it's Bagley. That time on the assist by Lewis. Bagley's got the lead up to 11 now for Washington. And Wall kicks to Washington. Dallas, no good that time either. For the Washington Wizards, they come in off the loss to Cleveland. And there's the call on Kyrie. Baldwin, he's checked in for Corey Kispert. Dante Exum, he's checked in for Dallas. Ball against Lewis. 4 on the clock. Here's Czar. They get it back. Outside for Lewis. Buries it from three-point range. Lewis has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Ball passes to Irving. Takes a 3. The shot.
And the rebound differential, one more reason why they're in control.
Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That someone wasn't a Bulls player. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant. And Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, he sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top. Hard to beat Jordan, right?
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kobe, for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
One big thing you love about Alex Sarr, he's got that 7'4" wingspan, and as he gets older, he'll fill out that frame plus add to his game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Bagley. Hayes subbed in for Baldwin. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Who is outside? Saw the pass to Kuzma. Stolen by Thompson. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Wall, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Mavericks have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. And that one falls for Wall.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Valanciunas is checked in for the Wizards. Poole comes in for Lewis. And he makes both free throws.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Luka Doncic.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Poole against Wall. Pass to Koulibaly. From past the arc. The shot, no good.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Count the basket. 11 points in the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Ball against Poole. Kuzma outside. Bay with it. No scoring in this one. No good again that time.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And Wall kicks to Doncic. With the floater. It's rebounded by Poole.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
The Mavericks pull it in. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Gafford sets the pick for Doncic. The triple! Doncic!
And he's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities. Or he's going to burn you.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. Kisper's checked in for Washington. The Mavericks also with a sub. Irving's checked in. Now here's Kispert. He's covered by Irving. Kispert, no good. Here's Dallas. They picked up 11 straight. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. 2 on the clock. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Kyle Kuzma picks one up. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating. That
one misses. Washington's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Here's Dallas. They're on a 13-5 run here. It's good. This game is all even. He's got 14.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
A moment here to look at some numbers for Klay Thompson. He's getting around 16 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up. Fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Kuzma, right side. Banked in off the glass. Kuzma's got 6 points.
Kuz loves those inside shots, and he's working hard to find them.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Always so much fun to have Shams join us. No one with a better pulse on the NBA.
Man, Shams is always the first guy to know about the big moves around the NBA. Love hearing what he has to say.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Kuzma passes to Bay. And here is Kispert. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the half. Good D by Thompson. Driving inside. Outside Irving. Thompson, a screen on Kuzma. Irving's shot is good.
That's a shot that Kyrie's never going to pass up, and exactly the mindset that his team needs.
Washington trailing. Here's Kuzma. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Wizards team.
And they had some trouble with this group a year ago. And it's a bit of a head-scratcher as to why, given the way both teams ended the year.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Mavericks on top, up 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo, so just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, everybody. The Washington Wizards in our featured matchup, and what a competitive half it's been.
Playing for one another. The phrase gets overused, but tonight it's right.
Hey, we should try a harmony.
Let's do it.
Playing for one another.
The phrase is overused. Kenny, get on beat.
But tonight, it's right.
Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Doncic. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. The star backcourt. Doncic and Irving are the guard set. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Here's Irving. Out to Thompson. Dallas moving it around. Goes back up. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
About that 7'6" wingspan of Valanciunas that helps him erase the shot.
Poole against Doncic. Here's Kuzma. Traps in the tray. Kuzma's got it all tied up now for Washington.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
What determination from Doncic, pushing his shot through despite some stiff defense to draw the foul.
The first one falls. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Cool. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Poole against Doncic. Pass to Irving. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
And when you look at the career of Kyle Kuzma, he has played, Brent, various roles.
Yeah, Kevin, different spots and different things that have been asked of him by different coaches in different systems. So 6-man, spot-up shooter, go-to scorer. It speaks a lot to his adaptability. Hopefully he'll settle in and become the player that he knows confidently he is.
Offered a screen on Poole, and a deep 3 from Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Might be time for the coaching staff to bust out a play for him to get going. 0 for 4 to start the half. Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Daniel Gafford.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
Outside Irving. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Doncic with the block.
The anticipation is there for Luka on defense.
Shots good by Gafford.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
Poole, the pass to Valanciunas. Poole against Doncic. Here's Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
It's not going to be a soft finish when Valanciunas gets it inside. Count on him going up strong.
Pass to Doncic. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Fay with it. Back to Poole. Now Kuzma for the lead. It's hauled in by Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here is Irving. He's guarded closer. Now Gafford. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Clock is at 3. Irving with the ball. And it's Bey picking him up.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
They grab their own miss. Kispert, no good with the layup. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Mavericks. The lead is 2. Pass to Thompson. Beyond the arc. Kuzma pulls it in. Wizards have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. Here's Bey. And the layup is good. Bey's got the game tied up here for Washington.
And maneuvering into position, Bey moving the needle.
Doncic against Poole. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Doncic has got 15 points. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
And here's a look at some of the most multi-dimensional players in the NBA. Not only can they pass, they can fill it up. The highest scoring point guards this season. Third is Luka Doncic.
And this is a group of guys who have that uncanny knack to simply score and put points up while they find ways to get the rest of the team involved. Really the complete package.
Well, he is the modern point guard defined. Players who aren't just out there to direct traffic and keep the ball moving, but guys who can lead the entire offense at times by themselves. Just tremendous scorers.
Dallas has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Thompson outside. Irving looking over the floor. Here's Doncic. Rebound, Washington.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Well, it's no secret this Washington team is in a rebuilding phase. But, Brent, they've collected some assets.
And they got some flexibility here, Kevin, and they made the call to start over. Took some other players that other teams didn't want, along with some draft picks, which sometimes you have to do when you're bottoming out. They have a good toolbox to rebuild them.
Bey against Thompson. Back to Doncic. Shoots over Poole. Doncic, no good.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Kuzma against Gafford. Kuzma inside. Can't hit from in close. The Mavericks trailer. Thompson left side. Bey against Doncic. Irving kicks to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Launches a three. Sinks the triple. He's got 21.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Kuzma outside. Pass to Bay. Fires for three. That's not going to go. He's 4 for 10.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire. And that's number 4, definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
On the wing, Koulibaly. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Valanciunas does a great job of surveying the floor and willing to find the open man. Nice extra pass.
2 minutes.
Doncic passes to Lively. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Koulibaly. He's covered by Thompson. Top of the key, Bagley. Valanciunas sets a screen for Lewis. 6 on the shot clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
And Greg, at the time Kyrie joined Dallas, there were some questions around how he and Doncic would fit together.
Yeah, well, Dallas needed another ball handler who could score and make plays for others. Doncic couldn't do it all by himself, especially in the postseason. Now they're trying to build around those two guys.
And Washington making a change here. Davis is checked in. Washington with the screen on Lewis. From deep, Wall hits the three-point bomb. Wall's got the lead up to 5 now for Dallas.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Bagley finds Koulibaly. Wall grabs the board. Dallas leading by 5. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
A moment to check out Luka Doncic here. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. Averaging 29 points per game, 9 assists, and 9 rebounds. And you love how he facilitates their offense. Just a terrific decision maker.
So many times it's with the extra pass, and man, he's delivering.
Washington making some changes. Sarr comes in for Jonas Valanciunas, and George is subbed in for Davis. And Dallas also making a switch. Exum, he's checked in for Thompson. Good on the second free throw. Wizards trail by 6. Lewis outside. Pass to Bagley. Sarr with it. On the wing, Koulibaly. That 3 off the mark. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Washington with the screen on Lewis. Now Lively. From downtown. The Mavericks have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game.
And they shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts. 81%.
Dante Exum taking 2 shots.
Exum hits them both. 8 seconds left to play in the third. Lewis outside. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Dallas in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Saul. Lewis is out there with Koulibaly. Then it's George, and it's Bagley in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. That's to Lewis. Bagley with the ball. Nice ball movement by Washington. Sarr's shot is off. Mavericks leading by 8. And it's Exum in the corner. The kick out to Wall. On its way from Irving for 2. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Bagley punishing the defense that time.
And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Dallas. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. There's the 3. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession. And Washington making a change here. Aldrin's checked in. Wizards trail by 6. Now here's Lewis. Bagley with his screen on Wall. Here's Lewis. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Dallas shooting the ball at 42%. Looking to end his cold spell. And Irving with the lay-in. Good. Irving's got the lead up to 8 now for the Mavs.
A defender has Irving closely covered, but he's just so determined to get through the contact and to the bucket.
Lewis passes to Sarr. Now here's Bagley. 6 to shoot. Pass to Baldwin. Now Sarr. The Wizards with another miss. Lets a floater go, and the play by Wall as he finishes it off for 2. And it's a 10-point Maverick lead. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Bagley the pass to Sarr. Here's Baldwin. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He's off on the first. Both teams will make substitutions. That's off as well, so he misses both. Mavericks leading by 10. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Wall against Bagley. And Wall with the slam.
Who doesn't love to see David take on Goliath? Their huge throwdown.
Wizards have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Bagley with his screen on Wall. Knocked away and stolen by Irving. To the right side. Here's Grimes. No good on the 3. Washington's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. To the inside. Here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
How about Sarr? Just ridiculous athleticism for a 7-footer.
Fires the 3. No good on that one.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Finished off the break. Sarr's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Wizards.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Here's Wall, and Wall slams it home.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Sarr. Basket counts. Sarr's got 6 in the quarter.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
Lively sets a screen for Wall. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Lewis on top, covered by Wall. Lewis kicks to Baldwin. Pass to Bagley. Here's Carrington. A three-pointer, no good. It's rebounded by Baldwin. Wizards trail by 10. To the middle. And finished off by Bagley.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Whole new group out there now. And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hi, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd going over the plan with his team for the last few minutes. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort, and we'll see how it works out. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Here's Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Jordan Poole picks one up.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Poole. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, but plenty of time to get back in it.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And doing a really good job here of pounding it inside in the second half. Sound strategy with the lead.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
And I feel like there's been an old school aspect to what they've done tonight, and that is pounding the ball inside, getting it down low, getting those looks in close. That's been effective.
And here's Kuzma. 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Dallas. Gafford's got 11 rebounds in the game.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebounded by the Wizards. Kispert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Poole on the wing. Covered by Irving. Back to Kispert. From 15 feet away, the Mavericks pull it in.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot, just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Gafford sets the pick for Thompson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
Kuzma finds Valanciunas. Back to Kuzma. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Derek Lively, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Doncic. Irving with a clean look. A three-pointer is right on target. Irving's got 8 here in the quarter.
Zero hesitation. Irving was all set to go.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He has decided it's the right time to talk. it's the Wizards now. They trail by 16. Here's Bey. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
And Saddiq Bey has come into this league as a guy who's shown he's capable of scoring the ball.
Irving for three. Kuzma pulls it in. Wizards have gone 6 of 13, so just about 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. The offensive rebound, Valanciunas, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Well, the effort and the power that Valanciunas can play with puts him in great position to grab rebounds like that.
Outside Irving, Thompson in the corner. No good on the triple. Wizards trail by 12. Down low, here's Bey, and he makes good on the layup.
Nice strong finish by Bey, meeting the defense's challenge.
We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Dallas.
This has got to feel good. I mean, they never counted themselves out when they were down earlier, and they not only muscled their way back into the game, but wow, they're in a position, shockingly, to win this one easily.
It's all about the will to win. You have to admire the perseverance, never doubting one another, having that trust in your coaches. And I really like what we've seen here tonight. Boy, did they earn it.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
Dallas with the ball. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Irving. Out to Thompson. Puts up a three. Rebound by the Wizards.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Hey, Luka, another win for you, but the games keep coming. So what's the most important thing for this team to establish?
I mean, compete, you know, the way we compete today from the start till the end. The game is never over, and just compete.
I think it's important that you compete. Congrats on the win, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you for that, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game.